So I'm sure you guys are going to ask, Christina, what possible exciting new ingredient could you add to your already very exciting breakfast of oatmeal and a green shake? Blah. Let out. Probably. This is black sesame, and those of you that like Japanese foods and Japanese desserts, they regularly have this, and it's just like a more nutty kind of, I feel like a more intense roasted flavor than sesame. So for me, it's really nice because obviously it adds all of the extra like nice fibers and oils from seeds, but it also makes my oatmeal taste like dessert, which is very welcomed. This I will usually put in a bag and I'll put in the freezer because ground up flax seeds, they're really oily and they can go rancid. But I will use this for like any time you need like a flax egg or something to bind stuff together. Check out Scott's porridge. Is that not weird? But it's whole oats because I don't actually like the pieces that are all broken up. Conversely, it's hard to get it out. 1, 2, maybe 10. Because you have to think like this whole thing probably will last me about 10-ish breakfasts. If you have chia seeds, I just try to load up on like, if I have them available, just good stuff when I can eat them, especially in the morning. And usually like I'll wait until like if there's like a chia seed sale and I'll buy the bigger package for the sesame. So usually what happens though is if you shake it up like this, you end up getting a little bit more room. So this is like my normal oatmeal thing. So for the sesame, I think I could pretty easily just use a grinder, like a blender, electric, to do it, but it's actually quite zen to crush up the sesame this way. And what I tend to do is, like, instead of using my right hand because I'm a righty, I'll actually use my left hand. In a way, I feel like it's, you know, it's uncomfortable at first, but it's a little bit like doing like a mental exercise for your brain. Like it feels like your brain is getting a really nice stretch the other way. Okay, so now, and it smells really, really good. I actually cleaned the microwave for you guys because I knew you were coming over. I had seen, what was it? It was like a cooking show or like a chef going over to somebody's house and it was like helping them lose weight or whatever and like eat better. And like she opened up her microwave and it was just so on the inside. So I made sure to wipe everything clean before we did that scene. Okay, so now the mastery of this is I'll just add some like non-dairy milk. That way it cools it down so that I can eat the oatmeal right away. This is my lifesaver. Actually, there's not too much left in it. So I mentioned this before, but this is from the Dr. Greger How Not to Die cookbook, and it's basically 1 part date to 1 part water, and I use it for all of my oatmeal and sometimes like in my baking as well. And what's really cool is now like you have this whole thing and it's very like, it's pretty much all, you know, whole food. Tastes like the sewer. You guys know the drill with the shake. It's like this whole thing of 11 different herbs and spices. What I've started to do, and I don't even recommend doing it, I started sprouting my own sprouts. So this one's sorry. This one is broccoli sprouts. This one is radish sprouts. And the idea is that the good bits of this is better with this together in your body. But like when you put it in a shake, it just makes everything like taste like radish or like gross sprout. So I would actually recommend sticking this in like salad instead and not putting it in your shake, but this is what I've been doing lately, so that's what we're going to be doing today. There's like turmeric, there's ginger, there's flax, 2 different kinds of greens, there's blueberries, yeah, blueberries, ginger, turmeric. I put like some hemp powder in here, radish sprouts. Makes sense. Okay. My goal to finish this up before it dries in this thing. Tastes like the sewer. I gotta make sure I don't have anything in my teeth. Now, I know many of you are going to ask, Christina, why are you doing this to yourself? Why not just make it a little bit more enjoyable and put things in your shake that you like? For me, I just like in the morning, I just want to have something that is going to provide nutrient. I don't want to have to depend on this thing. Like I don't want to have to like it and look forward to it and wonder when I'm going to be drinking it next. Like I just want it to be like a workhorse. I want it to do its job. I want it to nourish me. And then that's you know, that's pretty much it for our relationship. I don't know if you guys have seen this commercial before. It's airing in England, but like was it for maybe like a blender or something, and she was downing her shake, and as she was doing it she like gagged a bit. I thought of this guy. So after breakfast is lunch. A stew that I really like to make, actually like year-round, is that Hopi, Native American Hopi blue corn stew that I've made for you guys before. What I like about it is all of the ingredients, it can be frozen, it can be canned, so you'll always have it in hand. So I'm going to go and fetch those ingredients. Anybody else do that? I'm trying boxed, oh, it's so bright. I'm trying boxed corn for the very first time, so I'm very excited about that. Usually like corn in the UK, I think it's because like we don't really grow it here like in the States. When after they're done packaging it, like it's like they don't know how to package it or something, because like the corn is not as good, and it's also like really soft and it doesn't have like that bite and that crunch. Oh, so I wanted to show you guys something. Let's turn it this way so that the sun isn't getting you guys. So this is what I usually use. It's the blue corn masa. So it's like the same stuff that you'll make blue corn tortilla in. What I was really excited about was at the store, there was this. So red corn. I had never seen that before. I think that's really stupid because I'm from New England, so it should like, that should just register, but I never knew that they made red cornmeal before. So I'm like, I have so many ideas for it. Chances are it's not gonna be like super, super red, and then I'll just be really sad, but that's okay, because this is still very new and I was very excited to find it. So I put in about 1/2 cup, maybe 3/4 of a cup of red lentils, which cook up so quickly. You are supposed to use like a vegetable stock of some sort, but from kind of the Dr. Greger's book thing, they were talking about sodium, so I'm going to try, or I've tried it before, I'm going to use miso to form the base of the broth, a very fat tablespoon of miso paste first, water, lovely water sound. So like cook it for about 10 minutes or so, and then we'll prepare the dumplings, because everything happens so quickly. So I just need to find a lid to this. This is really fun. I mean, it doesn't, let me focus in, focus. It doesn't look blue yet. Actually, it's like purple gray, really. But when you cook it and stuff, it usually gets a bit bluer. really easy dough to make. The instructions has lift, which I've done, squeeze and fold, tear, open. So perforated edge, tear here. Sesame. There you go. Ooh, corn in a box. Should we try a bit? I think we should try a piece just to see if it is any good. This corn from a box is really nice. There's some liquid on it. You should probably strain it out. I don't know. Sometimes it adds nice flavor, so we shall see. It's been about 10 minutes. So no real downtime. You can see that the lentils are not totally done, but they're actually fine at this stage. I'm just gonna throw in the corn with everything in it. 2 cups of corn usually, and then the corn's pretty much cooked, and then I'll put in between 1 or 2 cups of squash. That looks to be 2 cups. More squash, more fiber, it'll be fine. The squash, like what I've noticed is because if you're going to use it from frozen, I mean, the freezer kind of cooks it a little bit already, right? So you don't want the squash to be too soft. Like I like all of my soups fairly chunky. So I'm going to bring this to a boil, and then afterwards we are going to drop the blue dumplings in. So I wanted to show you guys how I am going to drop the dumplings in. So essentially, we're just gonna grab a piece like this, and then I'm gonna just blah. And usually, it's not too sticky, so we're just gonna do like really kind of very small pieces like this, because I had a tendency to make them bigger, and then when you make them too big, it's like you're just biting onto a huge chunk of dough, which is, you know, it's lovely, but small pieces like that. See, everything is still intact, but if you were to cook it like longer, sometimes the squash becomes nothing. Loop them on top. Sometimes like push them down too, because again, when you have just like a very big chunk of something, it's just not as nice. The heat does not really need to be that high. In fact, I would say if your boil is a little too ferocious, it might impact the dumplings. You could just potentially like pick up a piece like this, squish it down a little bit, and then you get, I don't know, that kind of looks weird, so. Okay. So that looks really, really good. The piece looks really big. Cut that in half. But you can see that all of the chunks are still in place. The blue corn is literally turned like purple-esque. I'm gonna finish off with a little bit of black pepper, scallions, which is actually probably a lot, but it makes it taste really, really nice. Pretty bowl to make everything taste yummier. Oh, this looks good. It's so hearty. So you get like the fiber from like the beans and the squash and some of the corn. Ugh. It's like 4:30 and the sun is already setting that way. What is this? I just feel like I'm just not doing a good job cleaning up the kitchen. Mainly because I can't reach. Like, look at how this place is situated. Like I would have to, well, technically I would have to climb on this and then wipe it like a normal person, but I shan't. Okay, so dinner time, and I wasn't sure what I normally would make around this season. Like I told you guys before, because I do so many recipes, I don't know why I was looking up there. I don't really like to meal plan, so I eat something different every day, and so I don't really have anything. So I thought we could do this for dinner. This is crossed out because it is not sponsored, but if you guys want to sponsor me, I thought we would do one of these meal kits. So generally I hate them. I don't hate them. I've worked for a couple of them. But my philosophy is if you are going to send me food, I would like to have it prepared so that I can eat it right away. So like these meal kits, like it doesn't make sense to me. Like plus I also enjoy grocery shopping. So like I don't really like you sending me stuff and like making me make certain things. But that being said, there was like a really good deal on it. It was like 50% off of your first 3 boxes or something. I thought this would at least give me some options for dinner that I don't normally do. So this one is a 10-minute creamy sun-dried tomato pasta. Okay. You know, these things, because I have worked at one before and I did their photography for them, it's definitely not 10 minutes. But what I thought would be really cool, okay, this is just came into my mind. What I thought would be really cool, like why not just we'll put a timer on it, because you know I cook more than anybody else, so if this does not work for me, then it's not gonna work for anyone. So okay, let's just do it. 10 minutes. Let me just go get my phone. Okay, so let's do, it's so dirty, sorry. So 10 minutes. Okay, let's, hold on. Pay no attention to how messy it is in here. If I got all of the ingredients first, so that's that. And then I think there was yogurt as well. Where are the tomatoes? Here we go, up here. Okay, 10 minutes, let's go. Okay, so I think what I'm gonna do, get all of your ingredients together, skim, blah. Boil a kettle, heat a large skillet pan, add the pine nuts, cook for 1 to 2 minutes, toast set aside. I will go and do that. So we're gonna toast some pine nuts. I always wanted to be on like one of those chopped shows. No doubt I would absolutely freak out. We had to do one of those for like culinary school once, but we could like prepare for, what we were gonna make. Super stressful, but it was actually quite fun. So, toasting the pine nuts first. 8-minute 40. So, whilst the pine nuts are toasting, and pine nuts burn very quickly. Have the cherry tomatoes, and I'm pretty sure, I think these are not washed, so we do have to wash them. Cherry tomatoes, boom, brilliant. So have them, and then the next one is we're making sauce. So dissolve the, okay, hold on. There is that hack where you can like put it in between 2 lids or whatever, but who has time for that? Okay, how many more? There's not too many. Okay. Oh, I have to remember to toss the pine nuts. Okay, boom. That is the cherry tomato. Dissolve the tomato paste and coconut yogurt in 300 mLs of boiled water. This is the sun-dried tomato paste that it comes with. Oh, they're so, look at how oily this looks. Okay. to give myself another like extra 1 to 2 minutes because I'm just showing you guys stuff on camera. I think we can do it though. Okay. So, oh, that's definitely too much. Hold on. Okay, I think those are good. 300 mLs of water. So that is what, 236 is 1 cup. So really don't need to figure that out because, oh wait, should you not be making the pasta? Is this stupid? Why aren't you making the pasta? This is so dumb. Are you supposed to be making the pasta? Skip through these. I'm just gonna forget about that, but chances are you're gonna have to make the pasta. So 300 mLs, we're gonna pour that in. Let me tell you, what's the time? 5:40. Okay. So here is the yogurt. It's very thick, very like Greek. I'm not gonna lie, I'm pretty sure maybe either I didn't read it or they forgot to put it, but chances are you're gonna need to prepare the pasta. So here's that. So this is your sun-dried tomato broth. I just saw this, but apparently this cooks really quickly, so we don't have to worry about that. So there's the stock. Return the pan to high heat. So here are my pine nuts that I'm going to put in yet another bowl. Maybe we'll make it like this. Okay. So we have three and a half minutes left. What I've been doing is like I've been pausing this when I set up the camera angles again. So this one is add the sun-dried tomato stock. So do a pan. And they said add the cherry tomatoes and then the quick cook amarini. So, okay. And then a generous pinch of salt. So, I mean, I didn't really taste this yet. Hold on. Oh yeah, it's not. It needs a generous pinch. That's the deal with cooking, people. Don't just add stuff in when people tell you to. You always have to taste your food. Taste, taste, taste. And then cook covered for an initial 2 minutes. So cover. Okay. So 2 minutes. So a minute 54. So literally 2 minutes left, but we spent some time just like explaining stuff. So it's okay if it's down to the wire. Cover it for cook minutes. Meanwhile, drain and rinse the cannellini beans. Wash the baby leaf spinach. Cannellini beans, and then I think there's spinach that we forgot as well. Just rinse those. Right back. Ooh. All right, so you have to wash that too. Alrighty, so the timer is about to go off. Okay, so let's just start a stopwatch now and just see how much longer it takes. So this is done. So that goes in. Okay. Cool. Cook and cover for 3 minutes further or until the pasta is cooked through. This is your creamy sun-dried tomato pasta. Serve with the pine nuts on top. You know, it was already going very close to the line at 2 minutes, but now it's 3 minutes. I mean, okay, a good gauge of this is you should just taste your pasta first because it might not need 3 minutes. Oh yeah, I don't think that the pasta needs 3 minutes. The pasta's fully cooked. So, boom, your 15-minute creamy sun-dried tomato pasta. I'd say it's pretty easy, so yes, it does look like the photo. Yeah, which is not bad. I hope you guys all enjoyed that. Dessert, like sometimes I'll have dessert, but we didn't really make any today. So if I am hungry, sometimes it's like cereal later, but in general, I don't know. Yeah. All right, so hope you guys all enjoyed this one. I'll see you guys again real soon. All right, bye.